This is news on What's Up Caribbean for Thursday, March 5th, 2015. In the headlines, CARILEC focuses on reducing impact of climate change on utilities sector. Haiti vows to protect Dominican Republic consulates, and startling revelation as Guyana government admits to using tax dollars to fund hotel project. And cricket great Viv Richards releases a single. You'll get a chance to hear it in the sporting segment. We'll be back with these and other regional developments after the break.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In the news, the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB, and CARILEC have signed a grant agreement of $476,625 to support the regional entity in the development and implementation of climate change adaptation strategies for its electric utilities. Thornley Myers, chairman of CARILEC, says the agreement is a symbolic process. He says one of the main challenges facing the countries of the Caribbean is adapting to the impacts of climate change, which affects the security of their electric sector.
The signing of this agreement between CARILEC and the IDB is a symbolic process that says to us at CARILEC that the CDB is giving us a grant of approximately $476,000 for a project on climate change adaptation in the electric utility, energy efficiency and renewable energy. In its essence, the project is one geared towards assisting the electric utilities in the implementation of adaptation measures to combat climate change and its possible consequences on the electricity sector in the region.
He says over the years, several countries have been impacted on due to climatic changes and weather conditions.
There are several utilities whose infrastructure have been damaged over the years and in recent past as a result of changes in climatic conditions. For example, in St. Lucia last year, you had an issue. Well, last year, about a year and a half ago, where you had significant rainfall, unseasonal rainfall, attributed essentially to changing climatic conditions that severely impacted their utility sector. We've also had a case in St. Vincent, for example, in December 2013, when we had unseasonal rainfall that created severe impact on our utility sector, specifically in the area of hydroelectricity.
That was CARILEC's chairman, Thornley Myers. The project, which started in June of 2014, will continue until April 2016. Haiti's foreign minister on Wednesday said measures have been taken to ensure the safety of Dominican consulates in his country, whose temporary closure was announced by the Dominican Foreign Ministry just hours earlier. He also said Haiti Ambassador Fritz Cineas will meet with President Danilo Medina and Foreign Minister Andres Navarro to inform them of the measures. The minister says he will meet with Navarro in Guatemala on March 10th to convey Haiti's official position. The Dominican government decision to temporarily shut its consular office comes after safety concerns for their staff voiced by Santo Domingo. Just weeks before the 197-room US $58 million Marriott Hotel is set to open its doors in Kingston, Guyana, the government has disclosed and admitted that all of the monies it spent so far to bring the facility into operation has been from the taxpayers. That was after court cases and other factors held back the release of more than US $30 million from a bank and two private investors from Hong Kong. Cabinet Secretary Dr. Roger Luncheon yesterday disclosed that the government-owned National Industrial and Commercial Investment Limited, the NICIL, has put up the rest of the money with the understanding that the money will be repaid by the investors when the matter is cleared up sometime in the future. Finally, in the news and news out of Trinidad, the legal department of the police service is reviewing the bulky files sent by Google on email accounts of the government officials named in a murder and perversion of justice conspiracy. That country's acting police commissioner, Stephen Williams, said the document received from the leading internet service provider was voluminous and would be studied before its findings are made public. The police had asked Google for help to authenticate emails said to have been exchanged among Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and other ministers alleging a plot to murder a journalist and to pervert court of justice in relation to the passage of Section 34. That's Rapper News. A look at sports up next. Welcome back. In sports, cricket great Viv Richards have released a single with the drummer of Australian band John Faris with Smokin' Joe, featuring his deep tones that have been likened to Barry White. Faris met the West Indian, considered one of the greatest batsmen of all time, at a party in 2012 and said he instantly recognized his love of music. The tune was a fun, soul-infused song which British television personality and cricket fan Piers Morgan tweeted reminded him of Grammy-winning American singer Barry White. Here's a sneak peek of that single.
Hello. You don't know which way to go? Come and take a ride with me. Nice to meet you. I'm Smokin' Joe.
Here comes Bill, he's a man. No one can do what he can. Here comes Bill, he's a man. No one else can do what he can.
Tomorrow, Friday, is a big day for intellectually challenged athletes in Barbados. They will gather at the Police Sports Club in Weymouth, ready to put forth their best performances in the Special Olympics Barbados National Games Track and Field preliminary meet. Athletes from special units across the nation will be joined by independent athletes as they qualify for the largest event on the local Special Olympics calendar, the Special Olympics National Games Track and Field Finals. And finally, in sports, FIFA President Sepp Blatter has urged South America's football associations to hand out tougher sanctions for acts of racism by soccer fans. Speaking Wednesday to members of the South American Confederation, Blatter says clubs linked to offending fans need to have points deducted and even be relegated. He says, "We have a serious problem of racism and discrimination. We have the rules, but we lack the courage to stop this all over the world." Blatter is in South America looking for support from the 10-member confederation in his bid for re-election in May to a fourth-year term. That was your sporting segment. Up next, a recap of your headlines.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The Fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fence like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fence, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
Looking back at the top stories making news, Carolec focuses on reducing impact of climate change on utility sector. Haiti vows to protect Dominican Republic consulates. and startling revelation as Guyana government admits to using taxpayers' dollars to fund hotel project. In sports, cricket great Viv Richard releases a single. Remember, for the latest in news, sports, and other regional developments, log on to whatsupcaribbean.com, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. This was a Carib production. Thanks for joining us.